Are we live?
Yeah,
We
we're
are.
in.
Here we are, the Salesforce team, or a part of them. I feel like we've got everyone in different regions. We've got Mao, who's just woke up in North America. Mao, you're on mute. It's all right. We'll excuse you, though. It's the last LinkedIn Live, and I know it's been a long year for the North American team. We've got Aisha in Berlin, and we've got Mohammed Sadiq, the Italian stallion, all the way from Barcelona. How are you guys doing anyway, man? Aish, we'll start with you.
Good, man.
Mao.
I'm sorry about Morocco, by the way, Mo. I'm sorry.
No words. No words.
I'll be honest, dude. I was rooting for them, straight up. Like in Argentina Morocco final. Oh my god, dude, would have been amazing. Straight up, I was super rooting for them. I'm not gonna vote for.
They did better than Germany. Canada did all right, to be fair, Mao. I mean, I don't want to make the LinkedIn Live about, but Canada did okay. I mean, look, India have 3.2 billion in population and still can't get 11 players together for a football team. So.
Can't get organized.
but look, Salesforce is still active. I mean, look, it's been an eventful year. I think obviously Mo and Aisha, you joined us this year as your first year in SF. Me and Mao feel like we've been in it for many of years now. I think starting with you, Aisha, how have you found this year? Like the last 4 months, Salesforce, the Salesforce team, working with us. Good and bad, obviously. Watch what you say.
Well, I would say thank you, Hemi. I would say like being a new person within the ecosystem, within like Salesforce ecosystem, it's quite amazing to be honest so far because everybody's like very supporting, and I just attended like the event like 2 months back, right? And it was like meeting those people. They're very wanting to hear you out, where are you at the moment, and they wanted to help you as well. For me, for example, because I wanted to do my certificate like hopefully next year, I planned it, so they kind of like give me that kind of tips and tricks on how to do well in that kind of way. So yeah.
Shout out Stacey Yu as well. I think people know Stacey Yu in North America. She's not feeling well today, so she didn't join, but recently certified. NA team is kicking
That's
some
amazing.
butts when it comes to certification. So look, we've got to represent. Talking about represent, Mo, I think someone did their first few deals. For those that don't know recruitment, it can be hard. Like not every recruiter is really smashing it at the beginning, and it's not easy to just come into a market and immerse yourself. But how have you found this year, Mo? You're going to be working with Mao a lot. Which is going to be great. You're going to be focusing on the contract market, working with big clients like Salesforce. You're a lucky guy, man.
So for the last year, for this year, that's obviously coming to an end. I'm excited. It's been challenging, I would say that's the right word. But it also has been a year where I learned a lot from great people. Jamie, yourself, Henny, Maurizio, everyone, the team that just gave me a little bit of pills of wiseness, I would say. So it's been great for this point of view. Maybe I didn't, I would say, had my best results in terms of like actual results, but yeah, even if on the final line I was able to do something, but that was good news. On the other term, I'm really excited for what's the next year is going to bring, given that be able to help obviously my Maurizio team as well for the North American market. So it's going to be a switch for me as well. Für meine beliebte deutschsprachigen Leute, ich werde in einer neuen Macht sein, also die Vereinigten Staaten Macht, also USA. Und that's it, man. It's going to be a big change for me. Excited, obviously. We know that the North American market in every kind of industry, in the majority of the industry, it's the biggest one. So I'm really excited for that. And I really hope I can give my full help. And that's pretty much
You're going to crush it. You're going to crush it, man. In terms of Christmas, now, like, what's a Christmas time like for the Maurizio Joffre household? Like, how are you going to celebrate this year? It's been a whirlwind of a year, new leader, new team.
Oh, yeah, no. It's hopefully as chill as possible, to be honest. Like especially this year, like it's actually pretty funny. So like I thought this year was like a lot of like traveling for me, and I was only like gone really once, maybe twice a month. I was speaking to another like basically he's like a lead in the recruitment industry out here, and he's like, man, I've been on 100 flights this year. I'm like, okay, maybe my travel wasn't like as extreme as yours, but I still like every time you get up and you go somewhere, like I love it. It's super fun, but it can also be exhausting too if you don't find like a nice balance. So to me, like after New York last week for the world tour, I was literally in there for 23 hours. I flew in the morning, no hotel, did the whole conference. We went to some of the happy hours at night, and I kid you not, I was at the airport at like 4 a.m. the next day. So it's like I got there at like 5 a.m. the first day, got to the airport at 4 a.m. basically the following day, slept on the bench for a couple hours, jumped on the plane, and like I was at home. So it was a lot of travel like that.
Mileage, right?
Oh man, it's
I can
a
see
lot.
Mo and Aisha looking at it like, oh my god.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do it just to like, you got to get out there. You got to like meet the people you want to meet.
What would you highlight in terms
up.
of event? I think I probably know the answer, but in terms for you, I can tell you mine afterwards. But what was your
Dreamforce is like probably the biggest one that we went to this year, where it was also the longest trip, which I think was super fun. Like we had a blast, met a lot of people, we got a lot out of it, I would say. But if you look at like a real highlight, I think it was just the consistency of events that we got to do, where it was like some days it would be local right outside your door, other days it was just a quick trip to the States, and then other times it was like a bit longer, going effectively across the continent, the country, to San Francisco from Toronto. But consistently, I think every month we were going to a new event, sometimes multiple events in 1 month, and that just stacks up to build your network, I think, so much quicker than simply just sitting on the phone calls or like sitting on LinkedIn, going through the database, all that kind of stuff. So it's really something where as a team, like we're a remote team, right? Everybody gets to work from effectively wherever they really want to work. But remembering that the key FaceTime in this job is what you give to like your clients, what you give to your candidates, right? That trust is so much more quickly and efficiently built when you can actually sit down and meet someone, right? You show that you care by meeting them, take for coffee, take for lunch, listen. Like in person, it's like such a different level than doing it over like Skype, Zoom, whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So it's been real cool this year to really get back into like all the meetings, I guess, that we weren't able to do for the past couple for obvious reasons. And I think that's just like bringing back it's weird how it brings back memories of how the job used to be before the pandemic was. Yeah, it's like you'd be on the road every single day almost, like meeting different people, or you'd be in a coffee shop all day
you'd be out
a bunch of people at once. Yeah, 100%. And that's what everyone like also wanted too, because I remember this is before. It's weird how we say like before in recruitment, because we've only been in the game for like less than 10 years, all of us, but still there's a big difference between how it used to be before COVID and how it is now, where before it was like you were in the office every single day and you wanted to get your business to a point where you could just be on the road all the time. And you could be visiting clients all day. You could be visiting candidates all day, whatever you had to do. Like you were always on the road, meeting people, like the fun part of the job effectively, right? But you had to get your business to a point where you actually were able to sustainably do that, right? Hit your targets and do that. So everyone would look at some of the seniors and be like, man, like that's the kind of work that I want to be doing. It's just like a bit of a road to get there. Whereas over the past couple of years, people who started wouldn't have seen that. So it's definitely like an interesting shift between people who start now, people who started before.
It's good to see. I think the biggest thing for me, seeing the team going out. I mean, a big highlight for me was the event we did with Nikki in London with Greenwich and Salesforce. But I think going to Morocco with Mo and seeing him dance and go crazy and actually experience a Salesforce event, and it's a hard.
Miami was dancing as well.
Man, dude, Morocco know how to party, dude. I wasn't expecting that. Like, we turned up, we flew in. The next day, it was like a whole day, and literally, like, it was from start to finish, just partying, just energy, and just seeing Mo, seeing the benefit of meeting people. Aisha, I mean, you're going to an event today, right? Like, which event are you going to today in Berlin?
There's gonna be like a mega meet event. So there's groups here in Berlin, right? Architect groups, developers, and administrator. So they're all gonna come to this event. So yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of mulled wine.
It's gonna be like a lot of people.
Where are you gonna be having it in Berlin?
Christmas markets are the best ones. Sorry, Mo, what we said?
Yeah, where are you gonna be having it in Berlin, Aisha? Is that like a venue, like a cinema? I don't know, like where you guys are organizing it.
It's gonna be in a Christmas market. It's very
nice.
Yeah.
Super.
Weihnachtsmarkt.
Weihnachtsmarkt, genau.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you guys want to get out of next year? When you look at the market, you look at Salesforce, there's still so many opportunities. Obviously, there's been ups and downs, just like there is in any market, but I think there's still a lot out there for each of you. Like, what are you hoping for next year? Start with you, man.
Yeah, I think the beginning is going to be a strange year. I have no doubt, like in my mind about that. Like I think the economy's in a bit of a strange place for sure. hiring is in certain industries relatively unaffected or seems unaffected. In other industries, like we can already see a pullback. So I think it's just like what I've been doing for this past quarter, just refocusing our business in places where I've researched to be relatively resilient through what should come. And it's just doubling down on those areas and making sure that they support us well as we continue to like build our portfolio, right? Like we've done well for sure so far, but I'm not having any illusions where Montreal Associates is, you know, a company that's been in the space for how long? Like 40 some odd years, like they started in the 70s. But in North America, it's only been a couple years in the game. So there's lots of work that we have to do to continue to establish ourselves. I think we've done well so far, but it's just making sure we double down in the right areas that I feel like we've been able to identify, and just using that as a foundation to continue to build and bring opportunity for the new people who join.
Big time, big time. Aisha, for you, what's the one thing or few things you want to get out of next year within the Salesforce ecosystem?
Yeah, I think like we all know right now, like the economic situation is very hard for every industry, I would say. But again, like if we are looking at the news at the moment, there are like a lot of like job opportunities created by next year, right? So there's hope, and yeah, gonna see where it goes. It comes down with our strategy in the end.
Big time, big time. Mo, for you?
Yeah, Maurizio was mentioning, obviously, you know, some travels that he did. I'm actually like doing a lot more travel and try to make it, you know, with the right people, right? You know, meeting the right customers, meeting the right candidates. That's what we try to do, right? Because if our job is to actually like bring to unite the dots, right? Bridge the you know, the distances that are between people and companies. Our job is to then go to them and unite them. How you do it? By flying out, by, you know, obviously, you know, having to grab a plane, having to not sleep and having to sleep on a bench 2 hours and then go back to work like Maurizio did. That's to me as a young boy in this industry, it's so inspiring.
He says all this, but the Morocco Dream.
But maybe I still don't know what it is.
I saw that age will never beat experience in so many ways, because there was a point in that event where Mo got halfway through networking. It was like, I need to take a nap, and then he went upstairs for a power nap and came back. But I think for me, I wanted to say thank you to all you guys. I think, look, recruitment, Salesforce, technology, it's not easy, man, and recruitment as a whole. There's a lot of bad perceptions out there, but I think working with you guys, you're all different, you're all unique. Numbers are one part of the job, but I think it's about providing a great service. And there's a lot of candidates and clients that I think appreciate you guys, and you're making a difference in some way. Mal said it right. Montreal's been around for 40 years, but when we started Salesforce here just over 4 years ago, it never existed. And now we're recognized as a recruitment partner all around the world. So look, massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Even Jamie Mule, Stacey Stace, Barnabas, Nick, anyone who's not on the call right now. And I think next year, if you need support, whether you're in North America, Germany, anywhere in the world, and any of these people on this call can help you or even give advice, reach out to them, man. I think the one thing that I've always learned is life's about networking and people and meeting people and sleeping on benches and going to drinking. Look, anyone want to take it for the last message before we wrap up?
Give us a quote, Hemi.
Do you know what? I'll throw it to Mo and Aish, because you guys started later with us, but you're a big part of the team now. So anything you want to say for end 2022? Anything you want to take us out with? Mo, you can speak 7 different languages, so make it snippy.
Okay, yeah, I'll say one phrase for every language that I know, and it's gonna be some wishes. I just hope it's gonna be a great year for everyone. Everybody is gonna try to achieve, you know, what they really want. J'espère que vraiment ça va être ce que vous voulez, ça va être ce qui se passe, et j'espère que vous allez travailler bien. كنطلب من الله غالبا يعاوننا في التحدي اللي يكون عندنا العام الجاي. Spero veramente che potrà essere un grande cammino per tutti noi. Ich hoffe, dass das neue Jahr es wird groß sein. Svija se dass die neue godina dobro je. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, espero que el nuevo año será mucho mejor y mucho bien por nosotros. Ya está. That's pretty much it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, it's so cool.
I'm teaching one of you guys.
I love that, man. Holy.
So Mal's definitely getting there with his Hindi, but next
Dude,
year.
I'm
Maurizio's
struggling.
going into Italian, man. Maurizio, you're getting back to the roots. I like that. I like the
My Italian is good, but it's like, dude, it's one language. It's taking so long to like even just get a real like start into. Mo's here, just like, yeah, I can slap up like 6 that I know well enough. It's wild, man. It's inspiring though, definitely. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Aisha, take us out. Last words. You can put it in any language. Give us some Indonesian, man. It's the one language.
Give us some Indonesian,
All
please.
my calls Indonesia. Well, I will speak in Indonesia. Probably there's like Indonesian viewers here, so yeah.
Hey,
Selamat
just
malam.
to add to that as well, Aisha's right. We've got on our Careers in the Cloud podcast, we're doing our first in-person one next year. Watch out for that episode. We've got one dropping today. Please, we've had 14 countries, all different ages, ranges, watch the podcast. If you really believe in it, Kate Harding told me to say, who's our head of marketing and put it together with me and Mal all them years ago. Please subscribe, like, sign up for it. There'll be some great episodes. We're taking it global next year. Watch out for Mo's first appearance on Careers in the Cloud. Aisha's going to do a live one, hopefully from the Christmas markets, even maybe today. You never know. But look, on that note, have a great holiday season, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy time with your family, and let's see what the new year has to bring.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Filthy animals.
Cheers.
Take it easy, guys. Always Salesforce.
Take care.